We're also doing safety clinics as well. There's a ton of stuff to do. The one thing I learned about being president this year, there's about 400 moving parts at the same time. And it occurs over 6 months. I told Troy, I said, you never anticipate some of this stuff coming up. It just is what it is, right? Important dates, where we are today, this date, and the next 2 parent meetings. You don't have to go to this one, so you're done once I shut up today. But Monday and Thursday are additional parent meetings. Very important date to get every parent on the same page. We have our player evaluations February 7th and 8th. You might ask, why do we do it over 2 days where we have done it 1 day in the past? Well, guess what? Everybody's involved with CYO or some other league or event. And we want to split it up to get a better look at all the children. And I'm asking our coaches to come out for 2 full days to evaluate the children effectively. Yeah, go on through, go right ahead. So the evaluations are very important for us for the kids. Field cleanup day, March 7th. Last year, I was one of 2 parents on the minor league field on Saturday before opening day. And we can't have that this year. So if you're in this room and you've never been to the field, I know we're all busy, but if everyone in this room put an hour into painting, raking, sweeping, doing whatever in the field, that would be a huge help. You know what ends up happening? We saw, I think, 8 people out there last year. We have 330 kids. That's roughly.
If we had 1 parent from every family there, we would be done with everything we need to do in about 2 hours, instead of weekend after weekend of everyone putting in 8 hours.
That's our opportunity. So please put it on your calendar, March 7th. It's a Saturday. Knock it out. We bring in all the dirt, and and it's the kids get to realign themselves. You get to meet a bunch of parents as well.
What time is that?
It's usually 8 in the morning until we're done.
8 to 10 if everyone shows.
8 to 10. It's 8 to 2 if no one.
And encourage your kids. I mean, that's the other thing
it's
that
a
I
great
would
time for
say is bring your kids and have them realize what it's like. And I'll tell you, they'll be less likely to drop their snow cone wrap around the ground if they're the one that has to pick it up later. So.
Or kick holes in the infield grass, right where third base dirt comes from.
Yeah, I went out there today, and there's Charlie Parno out there rolling the water thing to smooth out the dirt. Here it is, what, 3-4 weeks before the season, more than that, before tryouts, and these 2 weeks before tryouts and evaluations, he's out there doing the dirt. That's a Parno family to begin with.
But Pete.
Huh?
Pete
was in the snack bar. His son was out there on the field.
Good.
Which is great. Get your kids out there. I bring my kids. So, the kids painted in the past. We do all that fun stuff, okay? Opening day is March 14th. And it's not that far away. So opening day is March 14th for all leagues. Junior League opens up on April 18th. That's also, I think, picture day. It's around that time. I had it down for the 18th. We're trying to get the pictures to you earlier so you can enjoy them during the season. So we'll see. We'll try and get that coordinated around the game time. It's a very difficult thing to do. Butter and Egg Day probably are only going to have early and late games, if at all. We like to have that as a family day so the kids can spend time with their family watching the parade and doing the event around Butter and Egg Day. Memorial Day, probably only mini and AA games. Season ends around the end of school season, and the All-Star rosters are around mid-June, and they play roughly July 1st through August. Okay? Safety assurances, just so you know, every volunteer that has a touch with a child goes through a safety background check. Those people have 3 touches, which are 3 separate events where they would be in contact with a child. Does a more extensive background check, either through live scan or choice point or something of that nature. We provide helmets for all the children. You need to provide protective cups for them, and of course make sure that they have gloves when on the field. Parents, no gloves on the field. That's the kids zone. Kids and coaches, and that's it. So please don't come on the field playing catch with your kids. You'll hear any of the board members say,
not even coaches. Managers and coaches, no gloves.
Managers and coaches, no gloves. Only, no gloves whatsoever. It's just bats and balls.
Why is that?
Safety issue for the kids. It's a safety issue for the kids, but also if you as an adult are taking the place of catching with that kid, it's taking it from another kid doing that same thing.
Okay.
So.
Just equipment you need, pants and glove needed. This year we've decided that the pants, Little League pants, are only going to be gray or white. Those are pants you could typically buy at Big Five. We're not gonna have the gray pants, the red pants, the purple pants, no. It's gray and white, end of story. The hats are gonna be uniform, Petaluma National with the team name. We're not doing any specific unique hats because the team says, oh, I have a contact at Singer Sports and give me a fun hat. No. Same hats, because why? Because I don't want one kid to say, well, how come I didn't get a hat like that, right? Well, because you were not a team, so we're not going to do that. We're uniforming on the hats. Bats, there are restrictions as the type of bats you can use. I think the 2 3/4 barrel bat is illegal. So if you own that, enjoy that at home. Can't bring it on the field. Needs to be Little League endorsed. You can go to our website to find out about that information as well. And the helmets, no decals, logos, painting, spray paint. Say Johnny's hat, you just can't do it. It needs to be unmarked, completely unmarked. If you want to put a little decal on the inside of it, it cannot be a permanent marked hat at all. Okay, it's really specific.
Are they supposed to bring their own helmets?
You know, a lot of kids just like to, but no, we provide helmets for all the teams. I know I carted around last year, carted around like 12 of these helmets all year long. But still, kids bring their own, fine, but as long as it's not marked out. Was there another question?
What's the reason for not being able to put my kid's name on the inside of his helmet?
I'm not sure. I think, you know, it has something to do with the distraction. You know, some kids wear the helmet up like this and it has their name and it's a silver reflective tape or something of that nature.
It also has to do with the safety warranty of the helmet. Once you mark that in some way, the manufacturer won't live up to their safety standards.
Yeah. So, although I encourage every child that gets issued a hat, they just put their uniform number on there, maybe their initials. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many times I've coached Coach Sam and some of the other kids, and they're like, I don't know where my hat is. And it's like, well, look for number 3, right? First thing I do is just bring a Sharpie and we put the number on their hats and they just keep it. And you know, it makes a big difference. Like I mentioned, the mandatory coach training, it's a Positive Coach Alliance, the umpiring school, the safety clinic and seminar. We have a rules clinic, so you know each coach that goes through umpiring school and the safety clinic, they understand. Well, we're all on the same page. They understand the rules. You'd be blown away about how many coaches don't know the rules. Infield fly rule, right? Simple things like that to make it, and it's not a big deal, but you want to make sure that we're just enforcing it, because as they move up the leagues, it becomes more and more important. Everybody's on the same page. Snack bar duties, anyone that signs up, I think we ask each team to sign up their parents for a specific week. And I'm asking that everybody adhere to those snack bar duties. Nothing's worse, and I know it. I love the snack bar, by the way. That's my time to interact with the kids. I would do it 4 or 5 times towards the end of last year because people just started paying them. And they're like, Andrew, can you come and work snack bar? I'm fine. I'm out there grilling the hamburgers and having a good time and handing out licorice. And it's a good time to joke around and lighten up with the kids and you know, do it. It's a real kick. Just try and stick to that. This is your opportunity for questions. Those of you who don't.